Jacy Jayne will take on Masha Slamovich at TNA Slammiversary. And like many of the matches at Slammiversary, this one is a storied history. Slamovich has already defeated Jacy Jayne on Impact weeks ago. This match has a lot of build and there's a lot going into it. I am really excited. Not to mention it's title versus title. The biggest knockout match maybe in company history, other than when there was the first knockout champion. But this one has more history. This is big. This is really big. This is big for the knockout division. Hell, it's big for the NXT women's division. This is a huge match. It's another huge match for the knockouts. I hope Masha Slamovich brings it home for TNA, although with what's going on in the main event with Trick Williams, Joe Henry, and Mike Santana, I think if Masha Slamovich wins this one, it probably means that Trick Williams will win. But also with Trick Williams going to be confronted by The Undertaker next week on NXT, that makes me lean to believe that maybe Mike Santana or Joe Henry will win the World Heavyweight title. Anyways, Slammiversary is looking like $1 million, and I cannot wait for what is setting up to be the biggest TNA pay-per-view in company history. It's the anniversary of TNA Wrestling. It doesn't get any bigger than this. It's Mike Santana's hometown of New York City. This is huge. It doesn't get any bigger. This is absolutely tremendous. I cannot wait for Masha Slamovich versus Jacy Jayne. I murdered her name. The NXT Women's Champion versus the Knockouts Champion. This is absolutely huge. I cannot freaking wait. I hope you're as excited as me as we head into this massive pay-per-view spectacular for TNA Wrestling. It is a landmark event that could be on the eve of TNA Wrestling announcing the biggest television deal in company history. One that could send TNA to the very next level. One that could send TNA Wrestling to the promised land. One that could put TNA on the stepping stone to becoming the #2 or even possible the #1 wrestling company in the world of professional wrestling. This is absolutely huge. I've always said TNA, when it was TNA and WWE, now that AEW is in the picture, it's a lot different. But I've always said TNA was the #1 wrestling company and the WWE was the #1 sports entertainment company. I think TNA can take its place as the #1 wrestling company, surpassing AEW. I truly believe that TNA Wrestling will reclaim its spot as the #1 wrestling company if they are able to score this television deal. The future is bright for TNA, and as a fan, you can't be more excited. I'm Ken Controversy Jones, and I'm signing off.